Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is William Hindman, and I am your host, and this is Just Force 911, where we look at how our public officials do business, or they don't, and normally it's they don't. Hey, guys, you hear me talk and bitch and bitch and bitch about officers. Well, there was a department that still had ticket quotas. And one of the officers, I guess, blew the whistle and brought the news in to figure out what was going on. And as soon as it became evident to the police chief, he changed the rules because against the state law, having a ticket quota is against the rules, against the law. And there was a lieutenant who was pushing the issue without the police chief's knowledge. Now, it's scary to think that the police chief doesn't know what's going on, but it is possible in a bigger department. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt on this because he did come in and change it and put it back the way it's supposed to be, where there was no ticket quotas. Ticket quotas are not good because it straps the officers from actually doing the performance of their job. There are a lot of good officers out there. I know because I know some of them. But then again, on the flip side of that, I also know some scumbags that I would not, I wouldn't trust. I don't even like being around them because it feels dirty to me. Anyway, we're going to check this video out and see what you guys think. Do me a favor, subscribe if you would. Hit the bell icon so you know when I put out a new video. We're going to start doing podcasting here soon. Hit the share and like button and the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Let me know how I'm doing. And please leave me a comment. Okay, so let's check this out, guys, and see what you guys think about this. We'll talk more after the video.
We begin tonight with the theory many of us have heard before: police officers trying to fill quotas before the end of the month. Thank you so much for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Actually, ticket quotas are illegal in Michigan, but 7 investigator Heather Catala recently discovered that one local department was still using a policy that required officers to write at least one ticket a day.
And when Heather started asking questions, everything changed. Here's what Heather uncovered.
Police say traffic tickets can serve as powerful safety tools to get drivers to slow down and follow the law. But officers say forcing them to write a certain number of tickets is not only illegal, it's bad for the community.
This is my second time being pulled over.
Arnetta Brown says she only recently moved to Lincoln Park, and already she's been stopped for traffic violations twice.
I got a ticket the first time.
The second time she got a warning, but she's still frustrated. And she got really mad when we told her that Lincoln Park's officers say up until recently, they have had a ticket quota. Ticket quotas are not allowed under Michigan law.
I don't like that. That doesn't seem right. That's not what I'm paying my tax dollars for. If you know someone's making a mistake or a teachable moment, that's what the police should be here for. They shouldn't be here trying to meet a quota to write tickets for the public. You're here to help the public.
Lincoln Park police officer Kyle Perioski agrees.
I would describe it as a big disservice to the community.
That's why Perioski says he wanted to blow the whistle on that department rule that he says was preventing he and his fellow officers from focusing on catching criminals.
The focus should be on serving the community, and it should be focused on the problematic areas of the city.
Perioski says the problems stem from this policy from 2007. Lincoln Park Police General Order number 68 states that in order for officers to be eligible to work 2 of the department's overtime programs, officers must average 1 hazardous action violation issued for each day worked.
By definition, it's a quota because it's a predetermined set amount of tickets that you're supposed to write.
Ticket quotas have been illegal in Michigan since 2010. In fact, the Lincoln Park Police Manual even states this department does not establish ticket quotas.
Just having officers take attention away from things they should be paying attention to, calls for emergency or problematic areas, and we're focusing on just getting a number, and it's not right.
Officer Perioski says he'd had enough of the quota when his entire shift was told they did not qualify for overtime details in May.
How did your shift react when everyone was told they didn't write enough tickets?
They were all upset. A lot of frustrations going on. And then it must be used as a performance evaluation for our sergeants because they were upset at us.
So why was this old order being enforced? Emails obtained by the 7 investigators show a Lincoln Park lieutenant actively calling out specific officers each month who did not write a daily ticket and denying them the chance to work the overtime details. In emails, one supervisor said, "That's the laziest shift on the department." And in another, the lieutenant says one officer's numbers should be double what they are at the minimum.
This is highly disturbing.
ACLU of Michigan attorney Mark Fancher says ticket quotas are unconstitutional.
If their official policy is to violate the law, then it's in stark contradiction with everything that they're supposed to stand for. And ultimately, it's harmful not just to the department, but to the community at large.
Fancher has successfully sued other police agencies exposing unofficial ticket quotas that resulted in racial disparities in traffic stops.
If there is a policy in place or a requirement that officers make stops no matter what, then that sets the stage for abuse on an ongoing basis.
4 days after the 7 investigators sent our request for records about the ticket rules, Lincoln Park Police rescinded the order that established the 1 citation a shift requirement for overtime details. Scott Lavis is Lincoln Park's police chief.
Why did you rescind it after we requested the information on it?
My views on this are my officers are going to all the calls. They're the experts. They are the most experienced. They know where the problems are, rather than having somebody above saying, this is a number that you need.
Lavis disagrees that the ticket rule was a quota, but he does agree that how the lieutenant was enforcing the rule was out of line.
Is that the tone you want to set for this department?
Absolutely not.
Why was this happening?
A lot of that was without my knowledge. I wasn't on a lot of that, the communications after you sent the FOIA, and I started getting this stuff, and it's an absolute embarrassment. It's not anything I directed. It wasn't an order from me.
A whistleblower in your department came forward to us about this. Are you going to retaliate against that person for doing that?
No.
The chief says now that this has been brought to his attention, he's going through all of the department's general orders to make sure they all follow current state law. I'm Heather Catallo, 7 News Detroit.
So it's a little disconcerting that he didn't know what's going on in his department, but, that's at least he's taking care of the problem. So, folks out there is good cops. I hate to break this news to you because there are. This just goes to show that things can be changed, and that's why we were trying to get the 2 laws infected that would help citizens out, which is a violation of oath of office taken by a public official would be a felony, and the second one, if an officer arrests you with a charge and it gets dismissed or non-charged, then it goes back on the officer, because the officers are using those as using us, the citizens, as footsteps for their promotions. So, hey guys, like I said, subscribe if you would. Let me know if you guys still like the videos. Tell me what I can do different. And like I said, the podcast will be starting here soon. So have a great and wonderful day, and I'll talk to you on the next one.